10 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
I speak for the trees.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Starladder I-League Invitational Season 3. We're going to be taking a look at the CIS qualifier upper brackets. It's going to be Navi facing off against Team Spirit, and holy moly, me oh my, oh man, it's an IO Tiny for Iceberg and the wonderful Biver Carito? Oh god, I can't remember who it is that plays it. I think it's FNG that plays it in this team. That's right?
The Wisp?
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be IO Tiny, and this is their bread and butter. It's what they go back to when they're in a little bit of a tough spot. Do you like it here? Do you think it's the answer they needed?
I always get somewhat scared for the team that has to open up with the Wisp Tiny,
Dire
but
team ban.
we'll have to see how the draft continues to go. Disruptor going to be the immediate pickup after seeing that one. I would consider Disruptor one of the better supports against this combination. You can always just get rid of one of them, of the pair, or potentially just set up an ulti if you can see the relocate coming in.
Right. And it's also that like awkward situation too where this draft from Navi, not only does it kind of counter out relocate ganks, but it also fits with what they were doing last game, which is just constantly go, constantly fight, and then afterwards take objectives. That's what Nature's Prophet gives to you. That's what, Disruptor always wants to play on lineups that can be aggressive. I'm a little bit worried. Like Team Spirit, they come online quicker with IO Tiny because you can like make a lot of stuff happen in ganks and kills, but I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned.
It actually takes a surprisingly long amount of time for Wisp Tiny to come online because the Wisp always takes
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know, maybe like on average 12 minutes before he hits level 6.
Yeah.
Wow!
Till then, feels like a dual lane that's just locked up in the mid lane until either Wisp hits 6 or the Tiny manages to farm a Blink Dagger first. So have to see how they decide to lane against it or punish it or play around it.
And given the way that General's been playing, I would not be surprised to see him like send off Treants to block the camp stacking that the Tiny and I want to do together. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't end up happening, but there's been it's been a really impressive display so far from General. I've been really liking watching him play it. And the other day, I wasn't super sure how he was going to do on the Nature's Prophet. It's a hero that he's played before a good amount, but I always felt like the Navi of old was best when he was on like an initiating hero, and Nature's Prophet's kind of a different role than that. But he proved that he's still really freaking good at that, and like you were saying, he's just a good player. That being said, if you go back in time, Iceberg is probably, at least in my eyes, like maybe the best Tiny in EU as far as like a specialist. You think about other heroes, other people, like Limp played a really good Tiny if I'm not mistaken, but Iceberg's been playing this for a long time, and it was what he originally got like invited on teams to play because of his Tiny play. So we'll see if it ends up working.
I'll have to see. Always hard to give the title of best anything.
Yeah, I'm not afraid. I can look like an idiot. It's okay.
There's so many people who play Tiny. Tiny's one of those heroes that's like just so much fun to play that everyone likes playing it. So you have a bunch of people who are actually very talented at the hero. So
that's fair.
10 seconds.
I think that it's tough because also like I guess you don't. I'll just leave it that he's pretty freaking good on the hero. And you need other teammates that can play around it as well. Witch Doctor's kind of an interesting one here. I guess because you've got that IO, you know that you're going to need a strong support in lane to help out whatever your safe lane carry was. And that was the big issue that you had last time was the Lycan just got run at and destroyed over and over again by General. How does Witch Doctor fare at zoning out a Nature's Prophet?
It's all right. You need to kind of work together with the carry if you want to zone out a Nature's Prophet, because if you're talking about just a Witch Doctor dealing with the Nature's Prophet by himself, I mean, Nature's Prophet's pretty much always going to win, right? Because you're not going to beat Prophet with trees.
Right.
It really depends on what the carry's going to look like here. If they're going to want to beat the Nature's Prophet in lane, but my guess is that Navi's going to support him anyways, so that it ends up becoming a 2v2, and then it's going to be a difficult matchup for Team Spirit.
Yeah, it feels like there's sort of a couple of different philosophies from what we've seen in these qualifiers. As far as like the way to set up your lanes, and this combination from Navi looks like it's been one of the better ones, which is go aggro, dual off lane, and then have like a disruptor or somebody else that can constantly pull, or like an ancient apparition, one of those heroes in the safe lane just to constantly chain pull. And it's worked out well. Team Spirit are going to go back for a Legion Commander now. Maybe
I really like this pick.
10 seconds
LC pick,
remaining.
because 1, it helps you find kills for relocate. 2, you have the Witch Doctor, so
5 seconds
you actually have a support who can combo with your ultimate, and you can potentially put this LC in the safe lane against NP. You don't need any help. You are an LC against Nature's Prophet.
Holy Toledo, this is a lot of AoE team fight. Navi are not messing around. All right, tell me right now, straight up to my face, what are the odds that we see a Dendi Kunkka? Because that would just make my day. It would make me very happy.
5 seconds
probably won't
remaining.
Damn it. That's what I want to see. I miss the Kunkka in the mid lane. That's the dream. It's not happening. But
maybe I'll give it like a 1%.
Okay. I mean, Funnick's out of this tournament already, but so we've got one last pick. They ban out the Zeus. Do you think it's damage that Navi need at this stage? What really strikes your fancy as a hero to take here?
Yeah, I mean, I like the Zeus ban because I definitely agree with Team Spirit's like line of thought where Navi basically need more Chronosphere follow-up right now. Because right now it's a Disruptor ulti potentially, and then there's the Kunkka boat, Kunkka combo. Nature's Prophet is pretty good for it too, but when it comes to late game, you want something that's like a really solid damage dealer for the Chronosphere. So
Radiant team pick.
probably something along the lines of that. No. Maybe they go back to his Lina.
Ooh, Invoker? Maybe? Oh my god. Oh, is it happening? Is it happening?
I think it's probably a core Ancient Apparition.
Oh,
before a core Kunkka.
No, please.
But like you said, I mean, or like I said, there's a chance. It's much higher than 1%. I can tell you that much.
Remaining.
I think the core Kunkka to deal up with the dual lane with Tiny, it's actually not bad. You know, you level up a lot of Tidebringer, and both of them have to get cleaved together.
Oh baby, it's happening.
But to see a core Ancient Apparition, I think would be
either one's great.
More beneficial. Yeah, it would be great. It is both great. I agree.
So the one thing we know is it's not Disruptor.
Yeah, it is not Disruptor.
Okay, fair enough. And Team Spirit scratching their noggins right now, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. AA against IO Tiny mid? That sounds like it'd be a really tough matchup.
It's going to be Kunkka and AA together.
Okay.
That's kind of what makes it like a little easier. And in the early levels, it's not going to be that easy to burst down an Ancient Apparition, especially if it's going to be Dendi playing it. You know, he's going to have extra gold. He's going to be able to buy more stats. So he's going to pick up, levels of Chilling Touch. Then all of a sudden, Wish Tiny not going to be able to walk up to the jab.
Lycan.
All right, Lycan last pick, and let's see what it is. No, oh, the dream is dead, but I'm still stoked about this. Dendi Ancient Apparition. All right, guys, we're in there. 30 health regen talent, literally unkillable. Does he go armlet? Is that the play?
You got to get armor. See, you get the 30 health regen, and then you get armor items, and then no one can kill you because, well, you get 30 health regen. You have like a heart level of regen at such a low level.
Yeah. For anybody that doesn't know, it's a level 15 talent. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
15.
I am super excited. General's got his mushroom hat on. We've got ourselves The ILTW specialty, the Lycan. This time he should have a much better lane, I would imagine, right?
Yes, definitely. No longer do you have to deal with the... It's like pretty much impossible. But this one, you're not going to have that hard of a time. You're going to trade farm, but you're going to be able to farm at least.
Okay.
Prepare for battle.
Good luck, says Iceberg. Maybe in slightly ominous fashion.
But yeah, you definitely... When you see the AA like that, it's got to be a core AA because you want farm on the hero that can actually hit people inside the chronosphere.
Right.
The main reason why the AA is going to be played by Dendi here. And it's not like the first time we've seen it. I think Sumail played it as well.
Yeah.
G have run this mid AA before. They just go the Hurricane. I think the build he goes for is like Hurricane Pike, and then he goes into the Mjolnir.
Oh, does they get the deny? Oh, Roger. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? Roger's on the team. I'm retarded. All right, sorry, guys. I'm just so excited. I'm like on the edge of my seat. It's anticipation. It's like two of my favorite heroes. Well, not two of my favorite heroes. One of my favorite heroes in Tiny being played mid, and then, Ancient Apparition as well, as they actually cast out the Chili Fingers, and they're going to run over here and contest for the rune.
Viber's heading over, but with the Chili Fingers, I don't know if you can fight this.
Yeah. They have rather cold hands, and they are going to be able to push back Viber as well as ILTW, and, well, some treants, they're all where they need to be. It was also scouted out by this ward that was placed down early. We also didn't see any breaking of the trees here, and both of the camps are going to be blocked. That is a good amount of hate thrown the way of the Iceberg Tiny. And, well, this ward that was also placed down there. This could be rough.
Did their homework.
Yeah.
They know exactly how they're going to try to play it out, so not going to take any chances and see how this dueling works out. They do have the level 1 pause.
Oh, baited. They got him. That was a nice play there by Roger, and Iceberg brought down very low. I like the decision as well. They break the salve, so they end up going for the Tiny because Kirito didn't have a ton of damage dealt to him. He needs to take a little bit of damage here from the creep so he can give the extra regen to Iceberg.
I think he's fine. He's got the bottle coming out right now.
Yeah, they'll be good. But meanwhile, across the other lanes, what do we need to watch out for here? General, it's going to be pushed back. They did have no cask since they had already used it earlier. Is there one lane in particular that you feel like we're most likely to see kills in, or is it just mid?
I think this top lane has potential.
Okay.
Oh, got it. Completed the pull. That would have been so good for General. Managed to get it, but they're going General again.
Yeah. Howl damage, right click, not quite there. 11 HP. He's going to be a liver. Meanwhile, over here in the mid lane, Dendi taking a little bit of a beating as they try and bring him down. Can they do it? They will indeed. First blood going the way of Kirito. FNG hitting it good.
Yeah, you definitely do have to be careful.
Oh, X.
That got the X.
He has a torrent to follow. I think Iceberg's dead.
Got the level very nicely done from Dendi. Oh, Roger.
Oh my god, super low.
He's dead. He's gonna go down.
Doritos drive-by.
I'll dig that.
All right, Io ends up hitting it.
Ah, that was great. That was like the drive-by moment.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Okay. Well, mid lane, we've got ourselves Iceberg, who is, ends up being able to possibly find a toss back here with FNG, but instead he's just gonna, throw out a few to get last hits here and there.
I feel like for this lane, Dendi shouldn't even get a bottle. That's just how I feel. Yeah, I guess the way I see this lane is that if you're up against the Tiny AA, it's so difficult for you to get runes because the Wisp is pretty much always going to be on top of it. So you're kind of like gambling at that point. Unless the rest of it is protecting it for you. Oh, mid lane.
This was
almost getting it.
Yeah, a little bit off the mark there. They ended up not being able to hit it. I kind of wonder if maybe that's worth it just to wait on the cold feet and then just hit the X torrent. As top lane, they're going to be going on to 1. I don't know if that's going to end up being a kill. They also went mid, so a little bit of action everywhere. So they're going to try and get this pull off. Biver should be able to pick up at least a few of these. Yeah, and they're going to get all of them.
He's doing a really good job right now. He's getting so many levels off of this lane.
Yeah.
It's not often you see a support level 3.5 at 3.5 minutes, so but he's doing very well for himself right now.
All right. Well, Dendi level 3 as well. Iceberg's 1 level ahead of him, and if the Kunkka's not there, he needs to be really, really careful. They're just going to try and get a little bit of a catch onto the rune, but it's going to be bottom, and man, a regen picked up as well. Lordy, lordy.
Oh. Well, Dendi does finish his bottle. Regen for himself. Are they going to try to set up here with Snako? He's hanging out here.
I'm a little surprised that Roger went for the second point in Torrent. I guess just feeling like they need that extra bit of damage, but could be tough to find the level or find the initiation with the X. Io jumps in. They're finding Dendi. Tiny toss, not quite there. He ends up canceling his tack animation. Oh, Dendi, run away, my man. He's still trying to get out of there. He's able to juke away for the moment. They take down FNG. The mighty, mighty, tiny glimpse. It's not going to end up being able to get him. The torrent, it's going to connect, and the cold feet proc. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And that should be a tiny drop in. The toss, not enough damage.
Oh, that one hurts so much. He had it too, and he canceled his animation. That one is heartbreaking.
Man. So 3-5, still very little in terms of a lead, maybe slightly into the favor of Team Spirit in terms of experience, just because of how much you've been able to get onto this Witch Doctor early on. Level 4 right now. Also level 4 on the Io. But we haven't talked a lot about DK Phobos. He's been able to get into phase boots already, and about level 5. Do you expect him to just like try and run for the straight up Blink Dagger? We've seen a couple of Legions go like Armlet when they get more farm.
I think he needs to get the Blink Dagger first. He's not playing this role where he needs to carry. He's playing this role where he needs to set up. Oh, they got the courier kill. General in a lot of trouble.
All right, Torrent, it's going to connect onto 2, and now Roger just going to try and get out, but, well, they maybe got a little bit too fancy there as they end up losing 2. No dual win, but that was a nice little pickup for Team Spirit.
Really hard to say about was worth it or not. I think gold-wise, you still make a little bit more, I believe, but it's really hard to say when you give up that much EXP. It's 2 kills. So.
Right.
The seeds of fortune.
So, watching for the next levels that are coming up. Tiny's got himself level 6. Are there any other big ones that are going to be there? I mean, do you expect to see any rotations at the level 6? Like, Phobos can't really find a kill unless it's like a toss back, right?
Let me see. There's really not much setup for him, so I think he's just gonna have to either bait or have a tiny, you know, tether him so that he moves fast enough to catch someone out. But until then, I think he's just gonna focus on farming up the Blink Dagger.
Are they trying to bait this out? Biber shows up with level 4 and just boots, but they're going to be able to find themselves Dendi, and he thought he was going to be safe since he had that haste rune. Little you know, the Maledict came in level 2 on that one. Now they've been able to find themselves Snako, but ILTW actually going to be glimpsed away, so Snako saving his own life there. And maybe some damage onto the tower coming in.
See Roger. Roger drops a ward right on top of a sentry.
Yeah, that's not great. I think that they were expecting that one since he was already behind the enemy lines earlier. Mid lane, they found themselves Dendi yet again. He's that really is bad.
Oh, General, he's coming in though. Is he gonna find Biver?
Wants to get him one more hit. They're able to get it. Iceberg though, trying to turn, trying to fight. Roger in trouble. He's gonna end up being able to get the X back. Not quite dead as of yet. But they're not gonna be able to find him. Can go for a toss onto Roger if they want instead. They're just gonna try and bring down the Disruptor. Iceberg, mad as hell, and starting to take it out. on these supports of Navi.
Oh,
Crystallize walks forward, does have the damage. He tosses him away, but to no avail. It's going to end up being a kill. General makes it happen.
General just did a ton of work in that engagement. Deep dive turns it into 3 kills, but the big issue here right now is Dendi is not getting anything. He's 5.5, not even 6 yet. It's already 8 minutes in, and doesn't have any build up to items.
And the type of game plan that I've seen Iceberg go for on these Tinies is he just picks up a Blink Dagger early and starts running around and finding kills. And that feels like it could be really effective against Dendi, who has this kind of low HP pool already. I don't know. Do you think that he's just going to keep on dying throughout this game?
At this rate, it looks like that way.
Yeah.
He is level 6 now at least. But this kind of goes back to the whole point about picking up the bottle. This is one of the main reasons why I'm not like the biggest fan of it, is because if you're against a tiny wisp, the way you die is you get combos, right? So instead of going for the bottle, which is not going to have as much value because you're going to, you know, compete with a wisp for the rune, you just basically buy a bunch of stat items and make it so that you don't die to that combo.
Maybe another null tally or something like that ends up making a difference. Well, down bottom, DK Phobos and LTW moving in. And Biver here as well. This is not scouted out with the exception of DK Phobos, but they do see Seneko, and now getting ready to dive in. They're going to be able to find him, I believe, trying to get in there. The Wolves? Oh my god! LTW summoned the Wolves inside of it. That was so sick. Alright, well, top lane though. General ends up going down to a quick jump, and there's going to be the Blink Dagger done as well, as the relocate was successful.
Oh, I like this play. He's not going to take him back with him. He's going to leave him up here because he picks up the Blink Dagger.
Well, in the meantime, with the Chilling Touch and the damage coming in from Crystallize and Roger Boat, they kill off the Lycan. So, you know, nothing comes for free in this game.
Gonna hold on to that Chronosphere as well. Could always make a play with it if they really wanted to. They have the smoke as well. Gonna give it to Kunkka right now since Kunkka is level 6. Maybe perhaps go for a play here with the Faceless Void. Picks up the Massive Madness.
No.
Oh, he's gonna smoke it with Dendi actually, I think.
Yeah, that could be good.
I think they need to take Dendi with them on these ganks because he needs to kill people to catch up.
Right. Well, they're going to be walking forward here. Maybe he can get the last hit with an Ice Blast or something. We'll see if Roger realizes it. Yeah, I mean, LC's going to be here for a second. Crystallize walks forward, can go for the jump forward if he wants to, and find him now. There's the Chrono, the boat, the torrent, the everything. And it is going to be a kill.
Oh, a lot of TPs coming in, though. They want to fight this. I don't know if this is the best fight to take. Biver's only at half health.
Roger, though, he's going to end up being able to jet forward. There's the jump. They find the kill on the Disruptor. No Static Storm is available. And now another one. Chilling Touch is there as well. General doesn't end up gaining it, but they still find the kill onto FNG. So, like you said, not the best fight to take. And a lot of pinging. A lot of pinging. There's pings.
I'm really surprised they decided to try to turn that around.
Yeah.
Even without the Disruptor ulti, they still won that fight very easily. Considering it was pretty much like the entire team against just the 3 of them.
So that's something to consider as well, is how easy these team fights are to execute for Team Spirit versus Navi. Like, you've just got all of these huge team fight ultimates that feel like they can kill almost anybody, and they might just get Iceberg here if he's not careful. I don't know. I feel like if anybody gets X this game, they're pretty much dead unless there's a relocate.
It certainly feels that way.
They're looking for it.
Okay, So here we go.
Relocate. He's going to end up going for it. Now the tether. He ends up taking him down regardless. And now Io's coming back. Yeah, even if you get the relocate away, the Ice Blast is pretty hard to deal with. So Io most likely to die. Not even going to try for the TP. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to be okay.
X.
Just kidding. No, he's not
Torrent. Okay. He's for sure not okay. But yeah, it would have been nice if he could have gotten out of there. Top lane, they're going to try and find a kill now onto the General Nature's Prophet. And it looks like he is going to go down. Do get the dual damage? No, and he is going to end up going down, but no dual damage. Tiny, TPing in. Avatos combo, the Maledict as well. Crystallize, gets back up to about full HP.
Oh, and then they're here to turn it around.
No, that's really bad. Navi just running circles right now around Team Spirit. Corito shows up. He's going to get X-torrented and boated. Everybody is dying. It is just a massacre here in the middle lane. One more for good measure as Biver getting rotated in on. General shows up. A double kill for him. Oh, this is ugly.
Well, that escalated very quickly. I think it was just a moment ago that it was Team Spirit were doing fine. I think they were leading by a little bit even. It looked like my hotkeys are working.
Uh-oh.
Oh, just kidding. No, that's good. They were leading by a little bit, and all of a sudden they managed to lose two small engagements in a row.
Yeah. They're still like
scary for them right now.
What's happening right here? What is he? Oh, maybe he's trying to get that so that way they can. I don't know what that was. That was weird.
I have no idea what you're looking at.
Lycan just like stood. I don't know. It was weird. It was nothing. It was nothing. Well, anyways, Iceberg now. He's gonna walk forward, and it looks like Team Spirit want to make a concerted effort to try and take down the bottom tier 1 tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Do Navi want to fight this?
I don't think so. I think they're just kind of cautious right now. They don't have any vision as to where the Team Spirit heroes are. But we're going to see a big engagement in this mid lane right now. There's a Blink Dagger on Legion Commander, and there's a relocate. They're going to go for this. This is big.
Oh, that was a big old combo. They end up being able to find the ultimate, though, and now the Io's going to end up going down. They catch them both with a Chrono. Crystallize dismantling, but they end up losing 3 others. So Crystallize is going to end up going down. The team fight was big enough on the rest of the heroes from Team Spirit that they were able to find the kills. So didn't even need the Io Tiny.
The Wisp Tiny was just a distraction.
Yeah.
You know, they just they relocated in. Navi used everything on the Wisp Tiny. I mean, that was just great initiation from Team Spirit.
Yeah.
They had the vision up as well. They saw everything that was going on. And the big wraparound. They set up on the Kunkka. Kunkka not able to get the boat off. Gets X. It's gonna be enough. Huge supports here. I don't think there's gonna be enough damage.
Ice Blast is available. I think that he threw it out already, or did he? No.
Dire's top tower.
No, he's just TPing out here to lane to get a bounty rune and head back.
But well, yeah, this Lycan, he's got Necro too. It made it really difficult for the Void to fight. He got all of his mana drained, so he couldn't even run away.
Yeah. So the thing that I was sort of looking at there is we end up having another kill. What that? Did he go for a courier snipe? Why was the Nature's Prophet there?
I think he went for the courier snipe.
Okay.
Wait, Team Spirit have 2 couriers.
Yo. It's the strat.
Is this something new? I don't know. Is that?
I'm not going to try and
top lane.
Figure it out, but yeah. Ice Blast coming in off the mark, and Snako getting chased, getting killed. Maybe going to find more as well. Crystallize. Not where he wants to be. They're bringing in General as well. Is it going to be enough damage? They're all heading back in just a second with Shocker Ultimate. Well, going to be taken away. And now they actually have the X. They're going to be able to pull back the Tiny. The strength of Kunkka against the Io. And now General looking for more. He is going to be able to kill off another one. The secondary X that follows Iceberg just being kited to all hell. And is finally brought down in the end. Roger picking that one up.
Roger's doing a great job on this Kunkka, and this is why it's always scary to open with Wisp Tiny. You know, people They have their answers to it. Like just split pushing bottom. I feel like they should really involve their liking in this team fight though. He's very strong right now. He has a Necro 3. He can do a lot of damage in these engagements.
Yeah.
He's just been farming away, you know, in different lanes. Committing the Necro 3 just to push out a lane.
Yeah. Oh. Phobos up top by the tier 1 tower, but they aren't really going to be doing much to stop that, so he should end up falling there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Crystallize picks up the kill.
Dire's
Then he did pick up the Hand of Midas. Help him with the farm. Gonna have to wait and see what he actually goes for next now.
Dire's
He's not exactly had the greatest time so far, but well, it's working, and Fiverr now going to get caught. They end up finding that kill as well. And bottom lane, Chronosphere also going to be used. General shows up. Now they're taking down Lycan. Navi are just moving around the map and finding kill after kill.
This is starting to feel like the last game, except not as heavy of the lead.
Yeah.
But it feels like they're hitting their stride right now. Team Spirit kind of falling apart right now. Getting picked off all over the place.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is, like, you have these heroes that, you know, they want to try and take the fights about as well as they can, but they have to be so careful with their movement because, you know, one misplay, Disruptor and Kunkka, they punish it really, really heavily. And Kunkka's been able to build into an armlet. Yo, Roger is so farmed. My God.
He's the true carry now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, an Ancient Apparition at swap place.
They're just about have, haven't they? I guess Dendy's going to be able to get the Midas working for himself pretty soon and start catching up a little bit, but Roger's farming Ancients.
Dire are
He's going to be going for a Blink Dagger next. This is going to be
All right. Movement here. Oh, they got him. All right. All right. Yep, time to run away. Snake goes out of there. Okay, so let's try and get our bearings a little bit. It feels like Team Spirit definitely fell apart a little bit there over the past couple minutes. I feel like they kind of need a solid plan. So what is that plan for them? Is it another relocate gank as the other three go around the map together?
I think that's pretty much the way you always should be playing it anyways, as this tiny.
Dire's bottom tower
Unless-
is under attack.
Well, maybe not. No, actually, to say always is not really true.
Okay.
Because you want to save the relocate for people who get chrono. So they might actually have to consider just moving around together. Actually.
Okay.
But it's just so difficult because, like you said, you know, there's the disruptor, there's the Kunkka, the support very well when it comes to Wisp Tiny. Looks like they want to relocate here.
Fiverr, he's going to get solo chronoed here. But the rotation comes in. Snako able to get off the Static Storm. X is there as well. Ice Blast a little bit off the mark. Not able to hit on anybody. Corito running away from here as well, but they find the duel. And now they're going to be able to catch him. Kunkka still so tanky. He didn't even go down to half HP there. And now he's just going to walk away. Arma Toggle not on the money. So the end of the day, it's the Witch Doctor for the Ancient Apparition and the Kunkka.
This is some great adjustment from Team Spirit. They are doing their best to bait out the chrono before they take these engagements. FNG, he's relocating miles away from the team fight, like miles away, to make sure that there isn't some ridiculous follow-up on top of the relocate. So he relocated like to the tier 2, probably almost like 2,000 something range left of the team fight. Since Iceberg has a Blink Dagger, he's still able to make it into these fights, and FNG managed to survive with, I don't know, like less than 50 health. That was extremely close, but very well played by them.
Looks like they're going to be able to find Phobos here, and this should be the death of him. Meanwhile, the Ice Blast coming in. This should be a kill onto Fiverr here, as Phobos not going to end up getting the Cold Feet proc. So a quick and easy pick off there, and dual damage for the Legion. Desperately needed.
I'm starting to wonder if Denny should just buy more, like utility support item type of thing.
What are you thinking in particular? Like a pipe or a mech or something?
I think like Solar Crest would be. I don't know if he really needs that mech anymore. It might be a little too late for that.
Yeah. He didn't end up going the GPM talent either. Just going for since he has the Midas, I guess.
Yeah, there's that, but also because he is still a core, so he wants to be able to do some damage. But with that kind of a start, it's very difficult for him to farm, especially since like you are an AA. So AA doesn't exactly farm well at all, and he doesn't have the farming items, aka Maelstrom. So
right. Well, it is 23 minutes in, 25-20, only 1,000 gold lead. But it has been feeling more and more as if this game goes on, or as this game goes on, that Navi are going to become stronger. Their big team fight ultimates make a bigger difference. Is it just BKBs now that you kind of have to wait for everybody? ILTW doesn't look like he's going for it. Looks like he just wants to keep on going for split push items.
Split push items? He's got a basher.
I guess that's fair enough.
Split pushing. He's going to fight.
All right.
Tiny does need the BKB.
Yeah.
Gonna smoke up.
Crystallize in the meantime. The solo one on Roche. They have the wolves walking in. Spot out that the Faceless Void is there. They see that it's a very low HP. Now ILTW is going to get caught. Everything in the kitchen. Oh, great press the attack. And now with all of these ultis used, this might be the fight that they want to take. They've been able to find the duel now onto Dandy. He's going to end up dropping. And with that, Spirit might have just opened it up. The Roshan, Roger, he's going to get ran down as well. He's going to end up falling. What a great press the attack right there from Legion Commander.
That was very game-winning press the attack from DK Foes. But like, to be fair though, did they really have the damage to kill Lycan? Like, just look at Lycan. He's got 3,000 life.
Maybe. I don't know. That's a good point. It looked like maybe with like the ice blast on him and everything else, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah, that was. I honestly think that by using all of their spells on Lycan, I think they were doomed to begin with. Even if things go well and the press attack doesn't come out in time, you already used everything on the Lycan. He has 3,000 life, but by the time you actually finish killing him off, I'm pretty certain the rest of Team Spirit would have been able to deal with Navi.
Okay. So then, as far as the way that the team fights look going forward, you have to catch more than just one. I guess if you do the X mark, though. Oh, Phobos. That was a nice play right there to make sure that they got the damage from the Nature's Prophet before they were able to blink on top of the Disruptor. So X mark, Torrent, do you throw the boat then? How do you try and take these fights? Like, you don't want to commit the Ice Blast as well, I guess?
Forcing Iceberg and BKB.
Huh.
Alright. That's not bad. You get a BKB out, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, BKB for a 8-second cooldown spell.
Well, he did use the boat, but
yeah, that's true.
But I think you just use the boat on anyone you manage to catch. Okay. I think like the big thing you need to worry about when it comes to the boat isn't much of the stun and the damage, but more so the buff that you can give to your team. Very powerful buff. There is damage on the cores from Navi's side, but they just have to throw out abilities instead of relying on the Chronosphere. You know, I think Chronosphere will do well enough just catching one core at most. I don't think you need to worry too much about the tiny wisp.
Yeah.
If you can catch him, that's great, but if you can't, I think just go for Lycan or Legion Commander. Maybe just Lycan.
That's fair enough. Okay. Bottom lane. Quick TP's out. General is still over here. Vision-wise, Radiant don't really see anything around the map with the exception of, you know, these couple of treants that are being spread around. So, well, I guess likewise Dire don't have the greatest vision in the world. Are there any gems on anybody here? Well, they've just sort of been able to get D-wards on occasion.
No vision, but there are wolves moving around us.
Yeah. All right. 25-22 as Roger is now building into a Heaven's Halberd. I said I wanted to see Korkunka. It's kind of what's happening.
definitely. I mean, Gendy isn't even going for the like right-click item. He's gonna be going for. He went for Blink Dagger first, and then now he's gonna be going for the Scepter. I think Scepter is still a pretty solid choice with this game, especially because you have very high regen, high healing potential heroes.
So what's the haps with Blink Dagger? Oh no. Roger?
It gets caught out.
they followed the X. They followed the X. That was interesting.
Tiny is scary now. You look at his items. He does damage, and he's got a double damage.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how fast this tower does.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not bad.
Oh, that's.
He can pop BKB if he wants. Also, this is a problem.
What?
This is a serious
Navi?
problem. Team Spirit, they're here. Iceberg is ready to go.
Oh,
Pop
boy.
BKB. They have to drop the corner. They have to drop everything. But now they jump forward. The duel's there as well. But they give the duel damage over to General. Iceberg continuing to hit away here. He doesn't give a damn. General is still going to end up living through this. They are going to have to walk away. Glimmer, Cape, and Iceberg, he's a liver as they get him out. Easy, Rax. Easy. All right, ping, 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 ping. The only
go for
it.
The thing I didn't notice was Radiant didn't have glyph. When did they use it?
I don't know.
they used their glyph, and Team Spirit realizing that there's no glyph and double damage on the Tiny. Why not, right?
Yeah.
That was great.
That was. I don't even think you can really blame Navi on that one. That was just like, I don't know, a good decision from Team Spirit. Like recognizing Aegis Tiny, you know, you got everything you need. It was a couple of seconds before it ended up expiring, and now he's got an AC, and he's the top net worth by 4,000.
Oh man, that was brutal. And now he's, like you said, AC BKB, he's freaking strong right now. He's gonna go for the Daedalus next. It's been a while since I've seen the full 6-slotted Tiny carry.
We talked about it. This guy is quite good on this hero, and if he gives time to farm to get into a couple of those items, it's hard to deal with. So what's the next play right now for Team Spirit? Is it kind of whatever they want to do? Do they need to try and maybe shut down and go through bottom lane next?
I think, well, first of all, they need to address the split pushing, where there is a nature's prophet. We're gonna have this type of game happen. So they need to keep the lanes pushed out first, and then I think you just gotta get some vision into the lanes. And I think everyone just kind of focuses on farming, and LC, DK Phobos just needs to focus right now on looking for General. Like, as long as he manages to find General, I think Team Spirit are good shape.
Okay. Well, he's still up here. We've got ourselves Mjolnir and Blade Mail. They're just looking for an opening here, as Roger has not exited himself, and they do have vision right here by virtue of this ward. Ulti pop, they're gonna go for it. Good play here, and now the relocate gate coming in as well. They're trying to get in here, Roger. They get the Ava and the damage coming out from Iceberg. And now Crystallize forced to retreat. And another big old rock man is gonna start hitting on their towers.
Well, no double damage this time, but I think it's still gonna be pretty damn
There's no
quick.
buyback. This could be 2 lanes of racks.
I think it's Megas.
They don't have the tier 2 up top at least.
Oh, that's true.
So that's the only thing I think really stopping this from happening.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
So here's a question. With the changes now where you get 2 runes at the 40-minute mark, does that like make Tiny way better? Because you get double the chance for double damage.
I think you can only really say it makes them that much better if you're able to freely hit buildings like that, right? But
Yeah.
I think as long as you have to address this Tiny before he even reaches into your base, right? Navi have to take this, have to take these fights outside of the base rather than wait for it to happen. So I fully expect them to smoke up like somewhere like now. They have to do it right
No.
now.
Well, they have a smoke on Seneko. They're pushing out the creep wave. They're maybe going to do it. General, he TP's in towards mid. They're laying down some wards.
Radiant's top
Okay.
tower is under attack.
This is maybe not going to end up working out for them too well if they don't end up finding the fight. And there's going to be the smoke. But Roger is not with them in that. And walking forward, they spot out DK Phobos. They, crystallize. He revealed himself.
I think they still have to go.
All right, there's one. They pop the BKB, though, and they're not going to connect onto him. ILTW now looking for that opening. They still have Chrono if they want to use it. They pop the BKB, jump forward. They got the duel onto that Faceless Void. Gone in half a second. They found another, and GG's called. They're done.
Yeah, there was, once that smoke broke and they missed their opportunity, I think it was already over. They had to commit at that point. There's no way you can wait any longer because these were just going to march into your base. And we've seen the power of that Tiny. He's just so farmed.